didn't see you there. And welcome to another edition of Midweek Moment with the Crenshaws. I am Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I'm joined by a chocolate, sexy, curvaceous little smurf of a woman.
Yes, what is going on? That would be me, people. See, I was on point this time.
That's
saw
my
that?
wife, people.
I was on point.
You were
What
on
is
point that
going
time.
on, people? This is Angela Crenshaw.
That's my
What
wife,
is
family.
going on, people? Hey, Sanchez.
What up, love?
What's going on, babe?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
You're fantastical?
I'm fantastical. Look at you using my word. Reverse. I am fantastical. So it's my turn today.
It is actually your turn.
I done switched it up.
Yeah.
I know people a little nervous because you got the questions, but I done switched it up.
Oh, that's cool.
Listen,
What's
first of all,
up?
I'm so proud. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of humanity.
Why are you proud of humanity?
Because we've been doing so well.
Yeah.
We've been doing really, really well. And the reason why I say that because, okay, this all stemmed from your daughter, my daughter, our daughter.
Our child.
Our child.
Our child.
She sent
Humanity
me,
is resourceful.
yeah, we're resourceful people.
We really are.
We don't need as much as we think we need. I think that we overdo it. I think that less is best.
Okay.
You know,
So
well,
we're just going to jump right into this one.
oh yeah, less is best. I mean, Teddy Riley and Babyface showed us that couple of days ago.
More Teddy than Babyface.
Yeah. Well, less is best, Teddy. But it was amazing last night. So again, let me just get to the point when I'm making because I don't went all over the place.
Started with our daughter.
Rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole.
So listen, did you say rabbit water?
I said rabbit hole.
Oh, I thought you said rabbit water.
What is rabbit water?
I don't know. That's what I thought you said. Okay, I'm sorry. So listen. So my daughter does not go anywhere without getting her nails done.
Nails got to be on fleek.
Gotta be on fleek. Do the young
people still say on fleek?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
fleek for us for right now.
I felt old when I said that for
I
some
did.
reason.
You know, as we were both saying it, we both felt uncomfortable. Like
real.
maybe that's not what they say right now.
Like the old auntie and the uncle at the picnic.
trying to be cool.
Trying to be cool. Yeah.
With his socks and his sandals and his shorts.
Oh, I had that uncle.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so wait. So nails always had to be done.
Always done.
Right? And so last night, she sent me a video. She did her own nails.
Did she? How did they turn out?
And they were amazing. She did this yellow color. Like seriously, guys, with the acrylic, the whole nine.
Right.
And so I said to her,
it looked professionally done?
Yes. I said, you better not go to another nail salon. And she was like, what? I said, because that money could be saved because look what you did. You had acrylic nails. You did them yourself. You painted. You did everything. Look what you did. Do you really need to go to a nail salon? I know that it's convenience.
Right.
But we've proved that convenience is not as fun as we think it is.
Necessity is the mother of all adventure.
Yeah. So I'm on Facebook and I'm seeing people who like 2 weeks ago was like, I need a beauty parlor. I need someone. Do they say beauty parlor?
We keep showing our age.
Yeah. I need my hair done. How about that?
Yeah, we
okay.
keep showing our
I
age.
need my hair done. I need my stylist. I need it. And so, but then the next week later and this week, people up there, girl, I did my hair.
Right.
People went on YouTube, started braiding their own hair.
You can find any and everything you want on YouTube.
On YouTube, braiding their own hair, babe. They out there coloring their own hair. Men are shaving in their own heads. They cutting their own hair. This is crazy. Dust off those clippers. Brothers was dusting off the clippers.
Pretty much every brother got a set of clippers.
Every brother got a set of clippers. Come on now.
Yeah.
They dusting off clippers. I mean, like, so for me, do we really need all that we say we do? Because we've been really good. We went shopping twice and we put everything in the deep freezer.
Yeah.
We got every toilet, all the essentials that we need. And so do we really need everything? Do we need to go to the store every single day? Because we have not.
No, we haven't.
But if we wasn't in this, I think a lot of people would.
We would have found a reason to go.
Go to the store.
I'm tired. I don't want to cook.
I have seen people do DIYs with the stuff in their house and redecorate. This is what I'm talking about. Redecorated. I mean, like, is that a word? Redecorated?
It's going to be right now.
Today it is. Redid their house with what they had in the house. I've seen people on Facebook take stuff from other areas and make a whole new room. I mean, come on, somebody.
Actually, for a
Come
second,
on.
I'm going to get biblical for a second.
Get biblical, babe.
Everything that...
Because you the biblical one out of the both of us.
I don't know about all that.
Go ahead.
But what I'm hearing as you're talking and as you're going through the DIYs, our daughter with her nails, the haircuts, beauty salon, what I keep hearing is, what's in your hand?
What's in your hand?
And I know that is a biblical principle.
It is a biblical principle.
What's in your hand?
What's in your hand?
Because what happens is God tends not to bless you with anything more until you know what to do with what you already have.
What you already got. Come on now.
He knows that he can trust you with what he's already given you.
What he's already given you.
He's not going to supply you with any more. So everything that you're saying, all I keep hearing is, what's in your hand?
Yeah, what is in your hand, people, that you're using? I mean, like, it has blown me. I'm blown away by people, seriously, like blown away. Like small businesses are thinking outside of the box.
They have to survive.
They have to, right? And so they were thinking, oh, well, I only could do it this way. Like we have one of our girlfriends, she's a caterer, amazing chef. So she just thought out the box and was like, you know what? I'm just going to make dinners for people.
Let me meal prep for you.
Let me meal prep for you. Let me meal prep for the week, and let me meal prep for you. Like she does it like on Tuesdays and Fridays. It's her day. She has certain slots. You choose those slots, and she brings you dinner for 4 people.
And it's the most amazing food.
We've done it, people. Y'all ain't ready. We will put her business information on our page today under the podcast, because amazing. We got I mean, like, it is just amazing. People are blowing my mind, the things that they're doing.
Because it's amazing. I think what happens is that we get lazy sometimes.
I think so.
And when I say we, I'm going to generalize.
Put us in it too.
Yeah,
put us in it too.
Talk about the human race as a whole.
Yeah. We love convenience.
Yes. We'll pay a convenience fee in a heartbeat just so we don't have to leave the house to do something.
Exactly.
Or have something delivered to us. And so what happens is that we forget just how inventive we can be.
Yeah, we're a creative human. God is the creator, and because he's the creator, we are creative.
Yeah,
we are.
Humans as a whole, even if you're not, because I know a lot of people say, well, I'm not creative, I'm not artsy, blah, blah, blah. You don't think of creativity from an artsy standpoint.
Exactly. Say it, babe.
It's not that. Being creative has nothing to do with art. Creativity is a part of art, but it's not a whole. It's not the whole of it. So being creative is finding a new way to do something that when you have to,
out of the box,
out of the box thinking, as you
box.
say. We've talked about it before, but our church is a prime example of that, where our church figured out a way that because the physical building, we can't meet in the physical building, but church doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
So how do we do that? How do we keep being in touch with our people? How do we keep getting the word of God out? How do we keep motivated? How do we keep inspiring? How do we keep lifting up? And they found all kind of magnificent ways to do that, from Zoom to Facebook to Instagram. I mean, they found all kind of ways.
Yeah.
I've gotten stuck on TikTok.
I need you to get off of it.
I've gotten stuck on TikTok.
Before we go any further, people, I need him off of TikTok.
I went down like an hour and a half rabbit hole on TikTok last night.
We did a podcast on it.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, one of our girlfriends and some other people started doing their own TikTok.
Like she had like 14 million views or something.
Right, exactly.
She became TikTok famous.
Now, see, Chaz can't get off. I done took the app off my phone.
No,
he just took it and ran with it, y'all.
But here's why I say that though.
Okay, go ahead.
And we've talked about it before, but it's so much. What I'm seeing on TikTok, you have the foolishness and the craziness.
I know
and all
what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
But what I'm seeing is the families.
The families. That's what I was gonna say.
That's what I'm seeing. One of my favorite videos that I sent to you. It was a young dancer. She looked to be in her 20s, of Asian descent.
Her dad.
And her dad.
Yes, they did.
And her dad looked to be a gentleman in his
60s,
early 60s, early to mid 60s. You know, when you think of a distinguished, button-up older gentleman,
he's it.
He's it.
He's it.
You know, whatever your concept of that distinguished, button-up,
he is it.
No nonsense type older gentleman. He appeared to be it to me. But yet they were doing this dance challenge.
Yes.
And simply just because his daughter wanted to do it with him.
He did it.
And that gentleman
was good. No, for real, he was good, babe.
I couldn't take my eyes off.
Granddad,
because
I was
the
like,
daughter,
no, granddaddy.
You can tell by the way the daughter moved that she is a dancer.
She's a dancer, yeah.
But I couldn't take my eyes off the father.
Yes, he was so good.
He was Millie rocking it, and he was doing the schmurder, and he was hitting the folks on him.
He was.
And it was amazing, and that's what I'm seeing on TikTok. I'm seeing families figure out a way that in the midst of all this, they're figuring out a way to get closer.
Yes.
They're figuring out a way to do things together. They're figuring out a way because what we see right now, you have homes of generations.
Yes, in the house together
So
right now.
you have kids, you have, and some you have kids, you have
parents,
you
grandparents,
have grandparents,
yeah,
and you have generations in a home right now,
cooking and having a good time.
And what they're doing is that they're taking down the walls, and they're learning that, and each generation is learning from each other.
That they're the same.
Another thing that I found absolutely amazing, from TikTok, and I'm a fan of Wayne Brady.
Okay.
I think you and I have talked about this before. I'm not
he
sure
don't get all the respect he needs.
Doesn't.
Wayne Brady is the
he doesn't.
Woo-hoo!
And I think we might have spoke about Wayne Brady before on the podcast, but I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I love
of
him.
what he does, his talent, how he is.
I can sing, act, all of it.
All of it. And when it's all said and done, he should go down as one of the greatest overall entertainers.
He really is. Seriously.
That we've seen.
Seriously.
But I follow him on TikTok. I don't follow a lot of people, but I follow him on TikTok. And what he did was, because he has an ex-wife. They've been divorced for about, I think at this point, about 8 years.
Okay.
In his home right now, they self-quarantine.
Right.
It's him, his daughter,
right,
his ex-wife,
come on now,
and the ex-wife's boyfriend.
Wow.
And what he said, because people asked him about it, he said, because we're family.
And that's our daughter.
That's our daughter. And the boyfriend, whatever, that's family.
Right.
This is he's in my daughter's life.
Right.
My ex-wife loves him. I'm still friends with my ex-wife.
Right.
He is family. This is family.
Right.
What this situation has done has made us rethink everything.
Rethink everything.
Rethink what's normal. Our pastor said it best.
Oh my goodness.
Pastor Stephen Furtick. He said it best is that right now it's a new normal.
Yeah.
You know, it's finding what the new normal is, because, to be honest, we will never go back to what normal used to be.
And I think another thing that he said, too, in reference to that, as far as the normal is concerned, is he was like, the very thing that you want to go back to is the very thing that you was complaining about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that. But now you're ready to run back to it. Be careful what you want to run back to now. Sit down and think. You know, I'm just ad-libbing on what he said, but just add on to it. But just, you know.
He used the example of, he remembered talking to this one young lady who, not long before this all went down, they were having a conversation, and she was saying how she hated her life. She hated her current situation. She hated her life. She hated what she was going through. But now that we're in this situation, she's saying how she just can't wait to get back to what she hated.
Right.
And if you're not careful, that's what happens. And that's why in this time, God is saying, what's in your hand?
What's in your hand, and what are you putting out your mouth? Be careful what you're saying out your mouth. Absolutely. I just think that it's just, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's,
no, you're fine.
I think that's what people don't understand too. Power is in the tongue, life and death. And what are you speaking about your situation? I have found this to be like huge. Like, one of the things that I saw on Facebook, which I was in tears, is a young man who's graduated from high school. He has been working really hard to graduate from high school. And so his aunt, I believe it's his aunt, I'm not for sure, but she said nephew, he was at the house. She told him go outside. She gave him a box with 2 balloons. And she was like, go outside. There was lines of cars, a semi-tractor trailer blowing a horn first, leading all of these cars, who stopped in front of his house. While he had this box, he was going to the car, and it was putting gifts cards, money, giving him balloons, just to say that we are so proud of you and what you've accomplished. That's when you're thinking out of the box. We can still love one another. I've seen so many people small serve. We've been blessed by people serving us in small ways. We've had people send us dinner, and we've had people send us snacks and have it delivered. So we've been blessed in small ways. Just consider, guys, how can you bless somebody in small ways? It could be going by their house and putting a card in their mailbox.
It can be,
you know,
not tooting our horn, but one thing we did is that, because we have a set of friends who are very similar to us in personality. Yeah. And the wife of the group is just like you, where she's an extrovert. She has to have that to have that camaraderie. She has to be around somebody. She has to be in a group. Yeah. Because she loves taking care of people. She loves being around people. Yeah. And so we just went to their house, blew the horn in front of the door. And just talked to them from the car for a few moments, just to say that we loved them. And then played Chris Brown. And then played some Walk It Out music.
So they could dance. And laugh. It's not deep and complicated, guys. It's what's in your hand. You can still love everybody and bless everybody, you know, and just be there for people. And I think that's what this has shown me, that we humans, us, we're resourceful.
Yeah.
We're amazing. We're creative. We're provoking things that we never thought about before. I know we got midweek moments.
No, you're fine. But
all the time.
also, what happens? I'm learning is that, and I've always known this, but this situation it's kind of making it more clear to me. As humans, we overcomplicate a lot of things.
Yeah, we don't have to.
And honestly, sometimes we got to get back to the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this is that right now, it's simplifying.
Right.
Once again, not taking, I've said this in a previous podcast, not negating what's going on.
That's not what we're doing. We're
not
not even talking about
what's
that.
going on. There's been tremendous loss
Yes.
globally, locally,
Yes.
and each
Close to us. Very close to us.
and each family that has been impacted will be impacted forever.
Yeah, and we're
so
praying.
that is not what I'm saying. But what this situation has done, it has forced us to simplify
Yeah.
a lot of what we do.
Yeah.
Simplify our thoughts, our
Yes.
thought process, how we handle people, how we handle our family,
Yeah.
how we handle our finances,
Yes.
how we handle our day to day.
Yes.
It's forced us to simplify because before, when everything was an option to you, you spent your money wherever. You didn't think about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
had it, you spent it. You went, you wanted it, you got it. Now, because everything is simplified, you're having to put more thought into
Yeah.
where your money's going,
Right.
into where your time going, into the relationship you're
have.
cultivating, you're
Yeah.
building. Because another thing that people are learning through this situation, they're also learning who's important to them and who's not so
Right.
important to them.
And who can handle some stuff that you can give them and who cannot
Yeah.
handle it as well.
Because everybody can't handle
Yeah.
your situation.
No, and you got to know that. And I think what I'm learning too is, and I say it all, say, be still and know that I'm God. But stillness is what a lot of people have been doing. People who could not handle being still, this has been so difficult for them, but I've watched them begin to learn, even in our family, to
And
learn
shift.
to process and shift,
Yeah.
and just be still and relax and be like, okay, so yeah. So I think that it is amazing. I think everything is amazing. I also think that too, this will give us, because I know that in Raleigh they're protesting to open up North Carolina, I believe, or
I think
something
something
like
like
that.
that.
And I'm not against whatever anybody do. We don't talk politics
For those who are
up
not
here.
local, Raleigh
Right.
is the state capital of North Carolina.
Of North Carolina, and we're not into politics, so we're not even going to
Yeah, we
talk
don't
about that.
typically talk about
but I'm
politics
just
on this
saying,
podcast.
let's not be so quick to rush back into certain situations.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about rush back to stores, just rush back in general. I've learned how to shop in my deep freezer and in my pantry. I've learned to go to my garage and find the things that I have. I've learned how to, even with me, I went to the dollar store to get some items, got home and realized,
Yeah, I didn't need half this stuff. We're going to take this back.
taking this back. You know what I'm saying? And so you just think about it, because I'm telling you, I've never been so proud of a human race right now, how they're coming back. The Bible says fathers come back to their sons, sons come back to their
Yeah.
daughters, mothers come back to their daughters, children come back to each other. And I'm watching families come back together and really, really say, this is what's important, and having fun.
Like another.
Oh my God! You better not say TikTok.
Going back to
I'm not
TikTok.
we over TikTok.
I'm just saying because it's
Enough TikToking.
Once again, it's frivolous. You can say whatever you want, but I'm looking at it through a different lens. Sometimes I just go, I don't want to
Baby,
think
you be
anymore.
here dying laughing.
Because can I finish my thought? though?
You be here cracking up.
Can I finish my thought?
Finish that thought, homie. Go for it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Go for it.
Yeah, sometimes I just want to tune out. I just want to just laugh, and so I do it. But I still look at it through a different lens because what I'm seeing, like I said before, I'm seeing families, and it's not the typical thing because like it's this. I came across this one family. It was their daughter, it looked like their son. They were older parents. They were teenagers, and then the parents looked to be, I would say, probably in their mid to late 50s. Looked like they had kids later in life. And looking at the father, he looks like when you think of middle America type stock is what he kind of reminded me of. You know, that no nonsense, get his hands dirty, I'm gonna go fix a transmission. Yeah, that type guy. And they're dancing together.
Nice.
And he's doing it and he's having fun.
Yeah.
And he's being vulnerable. And it's simply because his kids wanted to do it. Because I know it wasn't his idea. I know it wasn't the mother's idea. It was simply the kids saying, Mom, Dad, let's just do this for fun. And I think in any other context before all this happened, most parents would be like, take your behind somewhere and sit down. I'm not doing that foolishness.
I don't have time. Right? Yeah, I don't have time right now.
But now we're finding that time. We're finding that time to bond.
Yeah.
We're finding that time to get back to what's important.
Yeah.
That family connection, that human connection.
Right.
That going back to that what's in your hand. Because a lot right now, the only thing people have in their hand is their family.
And this is the crazy part. What you have in your hand is more than you've ever had in your entire life. You thought you had nothing, but you have so much and didn't even know it because you were so busy moving. So I'm excited. I do want to give a shout out to Women Who War, Minister Adrian. And I say that because they have prayer. You know, prayer is my heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
They have prayer around the clock prayer. They're praying 1 o'clock. I was up 3 o'clock in the morning. They was having a prayer symposium. And I mean, different ministers were praying. I just want to give a shout out to them because they are praying like all of us are. But I just want to shout out them particular Women who are praying around the clock, you know. And I just ask that we all continue to keep praying, keep believing, you know, and continue to use what's in your hand.
What's in your hand?
And have fun, guys.
Because the bottom line is this, people. There's not a lot of things we can control right now. I think I might have said this on a previous podcast. Go back and listen to all of them. If you haven't, go back and start from the beginning. Binge. You're binge watching everything else. Binge the Crenshaw Corner.
Binge the Crenshaw Corner.
So, but it's getting back to the simpler things in life. It's getting back to what's important.
Yeah.
Right now, if we don't learn anything else through this time, we are learning what's most important.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think with the Crenshaw, I think we're actually going to do an actual moment this time.
Ooh, look at it.
We're going to keep this as a moment. So, family, we just thank you. We thank you for being a part of this. We thank you for staying with us.
Hanging out.
I think there's going to be 21 episodes in.
Come on,
which
somebody.
Is crazy when we think about it.
And we've had how many downloads so far?
A lot. We'll just leave it at that.
A lot. We've had a lot of downloads, guys. Thank you so much.
What's crazy is that I look at this. My wife tried to get me not to, but I looked at the statistics sometimes.
I tell them stop looking at numbers.
And we
just
literally,
have fun.
We at this stage right now, we have people across America listening to us. We have people from California to Michigan. We have Colorado. We have Washington State. We have, we have people, and
thank you.
We do not take that for granted. We are two random people in your ear.
Yes.
And so we just
we're not like we're your cousin or your uncle or somebody you know. We just random out here.
Random people in your ear.
Two random people.
So we thank you, family. We love you.
We love you guys.
Welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye.